Hey, ladies and gents, it's Drew, also known as RandomPlanet, and we are back here to do something that probably should have been done over a year ago. It's not easy to say, but it has to happen. It really does have to happen. Unfortunately, I think tonight, with kind of a slight little breakdown, it does have to happen, and it is one of those things that I think my mind and my brain and everything else was kind of telling me, hey, you got to do this. As for the rest of DFFOO, it is going to be going away. This account is crashed. I basically took 250,000 gems and about 900 tickets, which I could probably recoup about half that. Maybe, well, a bit closer to most of it, at least on the ticket run, but the gem run maybe closer to about 100,000. It probably wouldn't even get that close. But what I'm doing is I decided to be able to go ahead and take a look at what that 30-day banner really has to offer. Alright, so what we're going to look at here really quickly is we're going to look at the fact that the 0.004 rating, which is actually a little bit low. Let's just do this. It doesn't add all the other numbers in there. We could be a little bit lower. We actually times that by, say, 151 characters, which is what we're sitting at. That would be a 6% chance. It's a small chance of gaining, let's say if we take that down with that. The chances are we should be able to get a gold or a silver pretty quickly within this game. It's just one of those things that where you look at this, you see those rates there. Alright, for example, what I did is I just spent 250,000 gems and about 900 tickets on this banner and walked out with a grand total of 10 LDs and 20 EXs. 2 LDs of which I didn't have, 6 EXs that I didn't have. Considering I started at the BT Plus starting era, that's terrible. It's really bad. And it made me realize one thing. Things like this don't have a guarantee. Most of the banners do have a guarantee, but it really taught me the age-old additive of this is Gacha for you. And it made me realize that over the last 3 years, since I suffered the TBI and since I suffered with MS, I realized I probably spent way too much money between this and other gachas. And while Genshin will be something I still maintain, it's going to be more of a thing that I play on my own. And might play every once in a while and might do some stuff like that with, but is it really what I want to do as the course of a channel, or do I want to play actual games again? I mean, yes, I get it. Mobile games are actual games. Genshin is an actual game. DFFOO is an actual game. Yes, I'm not saying that specifically, but what I'm saying specifically is the fact that this is gambling disguised as a game. I have not been in my healthiest mindset for the last 3 years due to a traumatic brain injury and due to the fact that I have multiple lesions in my head from MS. Due to the fact that I have removed every other addictive personality trait from my body with giving up smoking and giving up vaping and not drinking. Even though I didn't give up drinking, it's just that I never really got into drinking years ago. And then recently just giving up even on like diet soda and stuff like that. So I've removed every single addictive personality trait from my body. But the one thing that I'd truly been addicted to throughout this period of time, and that was Gacha game. That was Gacha gaming, and it just was not a good idea at all. So at this point, I guess I'm here to tell you guys that I'm walking away from DFFOO. I'll play it on the side as like a side thing where I literally will not spend a single damn cent on it. And it will literally be just me pulling on whatever the hell I want to pull on eventually. I'll do the dailies. I'll save things up. I'll do what I'm doing in Genshin. I'm not going to spend a single thing on it. it's also not going to be part of my YouTube channel anymore. I have to decide what I have to do, and I really have to decide that I need to bring my channel and my Twitch as well back to what it originally was. And that was the variety gaming aspect of things that I enjoyed to be able to do, and I enjoyed to be able to do this. And I'm sorry to be able to say, it's as much as I still like the game, I get more enjoyment out of other things than I do with this. And unfortunately, that combined with the fact that it's literally unhealthy to be able to play this game, and then I have my 14-year-old daughter sitting on the couch behind me, watching me go through this, and it's just the rage of pulling this stuff, and just be able to do all this and everything, and just how unhealthy it is for the aspects of everything. It's just not good. It really is not good. So as I said, when it comes down to it, the thing that I'm really coming into is I got to look at what this one is seeing me go through over here. And the fact that I am currently... Come on, focus. Really, camera? Focus. There we are. The fact that I am currently going through all this stuff trying to get away from everything and realize that, you know, the things that she's seen specifically is she's seen the expenditures on Genshin and stuff like that, which are more than I'd like to admit. And the fact that DFFOO is literally just, these games are just about pulling. They're just about pulling. They're not, and they're about skill, but they're about skill with the characters that you have in a game like this. Unlike Genshin, where you can literally get away with the free-to-play characters and clear all the content. You can't do that with this game. You can't do that with this game. And even though this is considered the most, like one of the most, if not the most free-to-play friendly gacha game out there, that kind of shows the issue, doesn't it? That kind of shows the issue about this whole thing. And it kind of shows that if this is the most friendly free-to-play gacha, and the rates are like that, and the fact that you need to have a certain type of character, or at least a certain types of characters, in order to clear content or to be able to play the game. How cancerous is all gacha? And honestly, people will go, well, no duh, no duh. Gacha is cancerous. The fact is, it takes advantage of the addictive personalities of people who need to be able to replace something else with an addictive personality, whether it be drugs, whether it be alcohol, whether it be smoking, whether it be, you know, soda, whatever, everything. They need to replace it with that certain sense of things. And unfortunately, for me, it replaced all those things with something like this, and it just wasn't healthy. So what this is going to be doing is this going to be sitting aside. I'm going to be collecting my dailies. I'm going to be doing my dailies. I'm going to be doing the content. I'm going to be doing whatever the hell I want. Randomly throwing some tickets at whatever I want. But the one thing that I noticed is the most enjoyment that I had is when I didn't have to do the content creation for it. And that's what I've noticed with Genshin. That's what I've noticed with DFFOO when I took it off from Twitch, and I realized there is a certain type of pressure when it comes to content creation to be able to continuously pull on every single banner to be able to make sure that you have that content out there. And I don't have that lifestyle where it allows me to. For those of you that don't know, I'm medically disabled. I'm fully medically disabled. Multiple sclerosis has wreaked havoc through my system and taken the feeling in my legs and from my knees down and my hands. And I cannot drive. I cannot work a regular job because of it. So I'm on SSDI, very limited income. And because of that, I have to look at my content creation and my game expenditures in the same way. I have to look at what I get the most out of. Even though this is a free-to-play game, you have a certain amount on there, but eventually you have to get to the point where if you are continuing to content create for it, it's going to start costing money. And at that point, when it does, it starts costing a lot more money than the average game. I can put $20 to $50 into a game, get multiple streams out of it, have content to be able to put up on YouTube, and it's something that is rewatchable. Gacha gaming is not a rewatchable, especially in a game like this where it's less story-based. as compared to like a Genshin, where you can possibly get away with some story, you can possibly get away with the fact that the reruns happen pretty consistently. It's a smaller player, or it's a smaller unit base, character base in it, a little bit easier to be able to do. When you have 151 units in the game, when things aren't going to rerun the way it is, when there's no voice acting, and it's not really based on the push of the story, there's a lot of people who skip the story for something like this, and just play and do the nodes, and do the quests, and do all the other stuff. The rewatchability on it is basically zilch. I can get great views on everything, but then it turns around and it's just basically dead instance on the channel. Well, I've been doing some looking at some of my older videos and some of the newer ones, and realizing that when it comes to games like 7 Days to Die, or it just comes down to any horror aspect or any regular type of gaming, it might not perform as well in the beginning, but there's some gradual uptick as it goes on. So there is a part where I'm thinking that I might be removing my non-gacha content from this channel, and I might be just keeping the gacha content on this channel, which will be the rare. I don't know what I'm going to do. Either one of two things is going to happen. Either I'm going to remove all the gacha content from this channel, I'm just going to run with gaming, or I'm going to remove all the non-gacha content from this channel and create a non-gacha channel. Just a regular gaming channel that I'll be uploading to consistently, that I'll be able doing the Twitch streams with consistently, and then occasionally, rarely, once in a blue moon, if I feel like it, uploading a gacha video to the other channel. Not 100% sure. Not 100% sure. We're going to see exactly how this goes. I'm probably going to go through and say, at this point, chances are you will not see anything DFFOO related in the near future. Weird to say. It's really weird to say. You probably won't see anything Genshin related in the near future. I mean, I'll post polls and stuff like that in Discord, because we still have the channels in there, and I'll post what it is in there and what happens in there, but there'll be pictures. I don't think they need to be anything else specifically. I think I just need to get back to really experiencing the gaming in life and really experiencing a lot of the other things. And the fact that instead of spending money on this, I could turn what would assort to a large pack on this, or a large pack in Genshin, I could turn it into 5 Steam games, or 2, maybe 2 AAA, like, newer games. I just got to look at what I'm doing. I really got to look at what I'm doing. I really got to respond to this and realize that things need to change. They really, really do. All right. I just want to thank you guys for listening to my my TED Talk, my rant here, I guess you can say. And just want to let you guys know how special the last couple of years has been. And that I really hope you guys do join me for the next step of the journey, which is kind of going to be back to the origins, back to the beginnings, and back to kind of playing just what I want to play, instead of dealing with all this. If you guys are interested, later today there's going to be a stream with myself and my daughter, and we're going to be enjoying a game that was it called? 60 seconds and 60 parsecs? Yeah, 60 seconds reatomization, which is like a game where you grab a ton of stuff and then you go into a bomb shelter during a nuclear apocalypse, and then you and your family try to survive in there. And then also there's a 60 parseconds format. We're trying to do the same thing as well. And then my daughter's got to be able to go back home to be able to go back to school and stuff like that. And I'm going to be getting back into 7 Days, and I'm going to be getting back into some of the other games that I do have in my Steam playlist, and I do have on my Epic Play Store playlist that I have not had the chance to play because all my time has been taken up by Gacha, and it'd be kind of nice. And then on top of that, oh my god, I might actually do what I've been saying that I might do for the last 2 years, and that's actually one by one, playing through every single Final Fantasy game that ever exists. How great would that be? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. We'll really, truly, genuinely see how this goes. Alright, guys. If you enjoyed the video, which I'm sure a large portion of you probably are not going to, please hit that like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. It's not like anyone's going to see it anyways anymore. Ring that notification bell if you guys want to see future content. If you guys want to follow me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/RandomPlanet. But as I said, it's going to be a lot of just kind of all over the place type gaming. And the reason you're going to want to be there is for me. Like, to be able to enjoy the time with me, to be able to see the different things that I'm going to play, and, you know, the different things I would like to be able to play. I'd like to be able to see what you guys want to see down in the comments as well. If you guys do want to stick around, you want to see different variety content, let me know down in the comments what type of games you do want to see. Any titles out there that you guys would be interested in seeing as well would be really cool. I would say let the gacha be with you, but in essence, no. Don't. Enjoy your gaming. Do what you do. Don't spend on it like that. Like, if you're going to spend on a game, spend it, you know, buy an actual, like, game. For something like this, do your free-to-play. But if you don't have the power to be able to free-to-play and you think that you're going to spend hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars, don't. Go pick up a PlayStation. Go pick up the PS5 that it would cost you to be able to pull for, you know, for some of the weapons or characters in some of these games. Enjoy yourself in that way. Go out to a nice dinner, something like that. Alright, guys, we will see you guys again next time. Not in the next Dissidia Final Fantasy Omnia Summons video, but next time, playing something where you're truly going to see the enjoyment. Like, right now, as I'm doing this video, I'm, like, you can see it. I'm feeling the relief of going, this is something that has been coming. It really, really has. And it's kind of shocking that I'm doing this right now, but I feel like I finally got the strength to be able to say, we're done. We have to be done. Alright. Thank you guys ever so much for being supporters of mine for nearly 5 years on Twitch. We will see you guys again in the next random video. Alright. Bye-bye for now.